not gangster. That's very not gangster.
I came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing. I'm a cutthroat baller like O.J. Simpson. I came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come
Say that
up
again.
missing.
I couldn't hear you over the sound of me myself.
I done came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing. I'm a cutthroat baller like O.J. Simpson. Little homie, listen, try and serve me. I put a 25 in your back like Barry Bonds jersey. On the streets, on the beach, y'all ain't able. Cause to our shit on rappers like major labels. What's with the ice grilling, homie? Change your face. This heat'll do more than tan you to change your race. Girls love metaphor, and I love them back. Addicted to getting head, chicks call me the brainiac. Battle rap with words, war like jihad. I write dope, flow crack, my notepad need rehab. Fuck y'all CDs, y'all can't see these or touch these. Rhyme so chronic, my songs give you the munchies.
We are back. If you hear my voice and you hear his voice, you know what time it is, people.
The time is 6:28.
Why are you going to actually say the real time? Like, niggas ain't finna listen to this at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know. But if you can't hear the sound of my voice, then you already know that this is the world's most dangerous podcast. And I am your host, YUNG, capital F, and the F stands for fresh. And I got my nigga Mr. Tone Deaf in the building, always riding till he die, always on the ones and twos, you know. And this is another episode of the Deaf Fresh Show. And we in the building, man. We had to take a break. We didn't even take a break.
Take no break. What are you talking about?
I'm like, we just dropped the episode on Turkey Day, nigga. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. Shout out to everybody that went out of town and visited your in-laws. And shout out to all the niggas who was stuck hosting and couldn't get rid of their in-laws because they was there for the 3-day stretch. Because that had to be a pain in the ass. Like, if you've never been nowhere, it's beautiful. Like, hey, you know, mom's moved to South Carolina. We going to visit because you ain't never been to South Carolina. But now your mama stuck with you motherfuckers for 3 days because you don't want to leave until Monday. But it is what it is. So, Tom, how was your Thanksgiving?
Now, you know goddamn well I worked from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Thanksgiving.
Okay, you was getting that shmoney.
Right. I mean, when you're a fraud investigator, dog, you got to deal with dumb shit and dumb people. So, but I ain't gonna lie, dog. I fucking love my job because
yeah, man. You know, niggas steal even though Thanksgiving.
Stealing, like they be stealing hard too, dog, and don't realize how much of a pattern that they have when they do shit. So, for all you Negroes out there who think that you can just get away with anything when you be stealing, we see what y'all do. It just be whether or not we feel like actually chasing you, because sometimes what y'all steal ain't worth the effort.
So y'all do niggas like how Walmart used to do niggas?
Yeah. Because
Walmart will let you steal until you have reached a certain amount where they can charge you with a felony.
Yep.
I think at Walmart it was like $500 and that was a felony.
Yeah. I mean, some companies also have like a write-off cap. Like, we've expected to lose so much money within a year. So, when we haven't reached that threshold yet, not saying that we don't want to go over, but, like, some companies are a little lenient about that. Where, meanwhile, other companies are like, dog, you ain't taking shit from me. I need every single penny that you have of mine. So, yeah. But since we hear Juan, let's go ahead and
6ix9ine that gave up his fucking freedom.
Let's run down this 6ix9ine, this Tekashi 6ix9ine situation that's been going on.
Well, apparently he is being charged with racketeering.
What the fuck is racketeering?
I guess supplying money for organized crimes.
Didn't he just get robbed not too long ago?
I mean, yeah. And I'm pretty sure the niggas that he's being charged with are the niggas that robbed him. Look, you can't employ gang members and expect niggas not to turn on you.
You know what's funny about this? When he got robbed, we said something like this was going to happen to him. We said that he's probably getting extorted.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely getting extorted. Do you think any rapper that hangs out with gang members who... like,
Didn't that nigga miss a video shoot and gave the room to Nicki Minaj and motherfucker shot through it? That just happened?
Yeah, I think I heard something like that.
Yeah, but Nicki hadn't showed up yet.
Yeah.
Right. But that's just real fucked up. Like,
yeah,
you can have it.
I mean, like, you can't...
I'm pretty sure her implants would have saved her.
Like, you can't hang out with gang members and expect them not to fucking extort you, my guy.
And I get that. Like, well, no, not really. Because, like, if you really about that gang life, if you take care of your peoples, they gonna play their roles. Like, that's just how some people are. I mean, you probably wouldn't get that far in life because ain't no white folks gonna want to, hire you or let you promote in their spot.
My thing is, if he was like a gang member since birth, not birth, but like
at least
if this is how you came up
in the game,
then I understand that this is all you know. You are a gang member.
So Chief Keef
is probably a real gang member,
right?
Because he lived in Chicago. That's probably all he knew before he started rapping,
right?
But when you make it rapping and then you want to be a gang member, of course you finna get fucking extorted. Oh yeah, you can be a blood. We'll give you all the perks of being a blood, but you got to pay for it. Then when you not paying for it, guess what we gonna do? We gonna come get you.
That's basically how it goes.
So then at that point, you done pissed off your protection, and then the other niggas still want you. So now you got it coming from like every corner of the board.
Right.
So now you ain't got no choice but to turn state.
Like, and he said that other like, what's the feds get involved? You got there right. What's the feds get involved? You can't do nothing about it.
You can't do. They know everything before they even come at you.
So, and that's one thing that we were talking about in orientation because
the feds,
the postal inspectors are like, FBI,
yeah.
Like, and it's funny because they were saying that they were actually formed first. The FBI basically copied off of them.
Yeah, because it's in that Hoover movie, I think. Yeah.
So the postal inspectors was actually top dog, and then like the FBI kind of like took their swag and shit.
Yeah.
But he was saying that he was like, he said we the federal government. He said by the time we come for you, we got everything we need to know. You just need to know if you gonna take this deal or you go to jail.
So either you gonna take this L or you gonna take this L. So you want the big L or the little L?
But you gonna take an L.
You gonna take an L.
Because by the time we come for you, he said we will sit here. We'll let you deliver your drugs. We'll know that they in there. We'll let you deliver your drugs. We'll watch everything you do. And by the time we come for you, you have nowhere to go.
There was somewhere down south, I can't remember where, it was either a UPS or a postal crew of people that was delivering drugs through the mail, and they were all working together. So the drugs would get ordered to this one particular house. So that house automatically got put on this one person's route. This person would check it in like normal, and they would drop the package off at this particular location. They will do what they have to do, make the switch, whatever is going, and then pick up for delivery by a different person at a different location.
Yeah.
So it was like the drugs get dropped off at my house, we cut it up, we do whatever we do. The portion of the money that needs to be moved to wherever it goes, I bring that box over here by your house. You're a different route. That person picks up. Everybody's involved.
Yeah.
And the only reason why that got caught was because the oldest dude on the thing finally retired. And the new person who was supposed to get added to the route, because they groomed him to bring him in and everything, didn't feel comfortable and turned feds on him.
Niggas always snitching.
Like, all you had to do was pick up the box, take it to the post office.
No, you know what you had to do? All you had to do was say, hey, I don't want to be involved. I'm not going to tell on y'all, but let me stay the fuck over here. Y'all get another nigga.
Niggas just can't not play their role.
But if you don't want to be involved, don't get involved.
Go in, you getting groomed, and like you're like, all right, I'm ready. And never mind.
Right.
Hey, excuse me, I can have some information. Like, that's different.
Can I have some information?
No, like, I have some information, like, because you decide, like, you know what, I don't want to do this, so everybody going down.
Right.
Because that's the type of nigga that he was when we was kids.
Why?
We wasn't selling drugs, though.
Don't matter. This nigga.
It's the start.
That nigga would turn, man.
Well, as much weed as I smoke now, I ain't telling on nobody.
Well, weed is legal now. If I start
no,
moving,
it's not.
If I started moving hair on through these
Weed is not
podcast
legal.
meets,
Do not tell me.
I know that now.
Weed is semi-legal. It's not legal.
Don't tell me shit.
So if I get pulled over and I know I got at least a good 5 pounds in the trunk,
You going to jail.
On my
want me to
life,
tell-
you going down.
You want me to tell you at that moment in time, or you just want me to just let you find out when the cops say, "Hey, it was 5 pounds of heroin in the car"?
No, let me find out, my nigga. Don't tell me shit.
Okay, that's all I need to know. So if I start really moving drugs across state lines,
I'm like, first of all, who name on this registration? How the fuck am I supposed to do with goddamn security? I'm not TSA. I don't security check everybody's fucking car before I get in there. I needed a fucking ride and I got my ass in here. Don't ask me about no fucking drugs that ain't mine. See, then I can say that shit with conviction and really be pissed off that they assumed that I knew because I didn't know.
would you be mad at me?
No, I wouldn't. Now, if I got banked for it and I didn't know, and I found out that you didn't, like, you wasn't actually saying, like, no, she really didn't know,
Okay.
and you was just letting shit ride, oh, nigga, I'm man.
Yeah, if you let a
Nigga.
motherfucker go down,
No, I wouldn't let y'all go
oh
down.
man, I'm gonna do them time. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna go right
See,
back.
and this
'cause
is
I'ma
why-
No, me and you would end up being in the same place.
See, and this is why I wouldn't want to know, because it's like, at any time you're like, well, she knew that they was in there. And I'm like, because he told me fucking 5 minutes, into the flashing lights, like, hey, man,
Right.
we might have some trouble. Because then they going to be looking at me like, okay, well, even though you knew, for those 5 minutes, you didn't tell us, hey, this is there, blah, 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 blah. Motherfucker, I just found out seconds before you put the dogs on us. What do you mean?
Nah, I wouldn't let y'all go down. If I'm really moving drugs across state lines,
Nigga, don't even pick me up. Don't let me ride in the car.
That's a long ride by myself. At least if me and you in there talking, we can play it off.
And depending on how shady they is, like when I was locked up, I was in there with an 80-year-old woman.
Damn.
Because her grandson was selling drugs at her house and making transactions, shit, like using her phone and shit. And he even told them, like, she didn't know what I was doing, but they feel like she should have known.
Nah,
So,
Man, you don't know what
you
your
don't know what
kids
your
is
grandkids
doing.
right,
is doing.
right.
You
But,
can't get up and down them stairs that fast.
right.
Fam.
But they got her for conspiracy.
Fam, she 80.
They probably got her because they wanted whoever really did it to.
But and when I say she is the sweetest, like, man, damn.
They probably wanted whoever did it to confess to not allow her to
Honestly,
go in.
you know what? And I hate to say this, she might not even be alive now.
She was 80.
Because that was, 12, 13 years ago?
I'd be pissed, man.
But she was so sweet. She made me a cheesecake for my birthday
In prison.
in a mop bucket. Now, it wasn't
You know
how you would
what?
think.
I don't even want to go down this road.
Nah,
Fuck
it,
that shit up.
it wasn't how you would think. Like, we had these big ass plastic liners, and they fill it with they put the liner in the mop bucket, then they put a whole bunch, like a shit ton of ice in there, and then they line it with another plastic liner.
So they basically make their own freezer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so she do whatever with that, but then she set it on there, like, to basically, quote unquote, let it set. But that shit was good as a motherfucker.
Hey, it amazes me.
Creative.
She made sweet potato pie too.
The creativity of prisoners.
Yes, them
And-
motherfuckers is innovative as fuck.
And yet, when motherfuckers get out of jail,
They don't know how to do shit.
They can't do shit in society.
They cannot do
It's
anything.
like, you motherfuckers invent all kind of shit.
It all depends on what the person went in for, though. Because sometimes they don't know how to do anything.
It don't matter what they went in for. The fact that by the time they get out, they are basically they are the MacGyvers of the criminal justice system. There is no way that they can't go on Shark Tank and take the fuck off, because they will come up with some shit that you never would have fucking thought of.
Because I just think that people, because it's usually white folks' money.
Now, I don't
they
agree
take
with
checks.
the melting all them Jolly Ranchers down to mold dildos. I don't know how that worked.
Wait.
With the stickiness or none of that. I don't know if they kept it in a bag, but they were doing that.
Wait.
Look here, bro. They got to get their rocks off
They
somehow.
were
What?
buying a bunch of Jolly Ranchers
What the
off of commissary,
Who-
and they were melting them down
And making dicks?
and making dildos with them.
Well, at least if, you know, they...
Like an actual penis or just a dildo?
A dildo.
Dildo. Now, one chick, Sandy, she was cold with the carving, so I think she put a dickhead on a couple of them. I just kept moving and mind my business. I'm like, I'll wait.
This really this is definitely not
Because
cutting conversation anymore.
I don't know. I personally feel like getting a yeast infection in prison, you not go get the proper treatment you deserve.
Nigga, you're not gonna get the proper treatment. You get a staph infection.
Man, they didn't want to do shit for me when I was in there.
You gotta cut. All you need.
You know how
is
long it took? My mama had to keep calling my probation officer and complaining and shit for them to give me the fucking inhalers I needed. Every day I was complaining about my
That's
meds.
a flavorful dildo. My question is why don't they actually make that in real life now?
Man, maybe you don't need one.
It's not for me. It's for
Why
them.
would you want a sticky though?
I mean, I guess they could do something. I mean, you could make flavored condoms. So
You trying to have the blicky with the sticky?
I'm just saying, like, I feel like maybe some women, especially, you know, dykes, might want to think about their bottom bitch by, you know, buying,
Speaking of bottom bitches,
Hey, that dyke drama in prison was funny as fuck though. Like if they find out motherfucker cheating in jail, dog.
How the fuck you cheating, Jeff?
you go dyke with somebody else.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple.
Like you got just your bitch, and that's your bitch, but then you got this bitch too, and now all these bitches is mad. Nigga, they shut shit down. One, cause it's like a rule, like you ain't supposed to be fucking other inmates. So even as, you know, women's prison, they like, I don't want that bulldog and shit in here. Like, cut that shit out. Get some when you get out. Because, you know, sex is considered a privilege.
It is.
Do you have to earn it? Like,
So, man, I want to fuck that CO so bad. He was fine as a motherfucker. Damn, I should look him up.
Did you ever throw the offer out there? Because apparently they be fucking too. So
No. But yeah.
you don't know. If
But
you
that
don't try.
drama was ridiculous. Like, motherfucker hopped over the table on the bitch because she found out that one of the other chicks that she was dealing with, I guess she had like took some extra cookies out the back to get her one of her girlfriends, and dog, that shit was like, that was like a major offense apparently.
So they took the cookies to get some cookies.
I mean, I was new to prison and lesbian relationships in that capacity, so I really still don't understand what happened to this day.
So did you have a lesbian relationship while behind bars?
No, I actually committed my time to reading smut books. You know them black, smut books. Ain't that what it's called? Ain't it called smut?
I don't know what it's called, but that word is funny.
You read a lot of Zane novels in that motherfucker.
Yeah, Zane and a whole bunch of other people. And
Nor.
this is one guy. But yeah, I was reading like those kind of novels and shit because I mean we had a library and all that kind of shit. So
instead of you furthering your education, you went and got graphic porn.
So most niggas read like the law. You was in there reading masturbation novels.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Sisters of APF.
I mean it was more than that because I mean I was working
Volume 1?
I was working on my appeal too. So I was doing that stuff in there, but that was during the day. I needed shit to get me through at night. So
Like they let y'all checkbooks out.
yeah,
As long as you
it was
don't
an actual library.
yeah, as long as you don't rip the books up or beat a bitch with them, I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
They give niggas all the tools that they
I
just
think it's so
refuse
fun.
to use.
I feel like it was a setup because I feel like we had like the majority of the collection of those type of books, so I feel like they knew what the fuck we was on anyway.
They wanted some entertainment while y'all out here being horn dogs.
Man, like, oh man.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't get involved in a prison lesbian relationship.
Man, because
know.
if that shit is anything like off Orange is the New Black,
That ain't even.
that shit don't end well.
No, we had this one big white bitch though named Terry. I swear to God, she was like
Terry with a Y.
a female version that she could have been. She was like the Undertaker though, like pale with the long black hair, the tattoos and shit, and she just She was just like a fat girl version of the Undertaker.
That does not sound attractive
And
at all.
she did not, like, we used to have to literally complain on her. Because I was in federal, so it wasn't like it was, prison cells there.
Yeah.
I only got sent to cells when I got in trouble. And because we was feds, we didn't have a hole. So they would send me to county for like a week or two whenever I got in trouble. But other than that, it's like it's like dorm rooms.
Yeah.
So,
Blocks.
Yep. So you go in there and you go in the, like, we had an actual room door. Would depend on how long you had been there. Unless somebody requested you for a roommate. Otherwise, you had to sleep out in the open, like the army shit.
Yeah.
Like, we got out there in the
bunks and shit.
Yep.
Like that.
But it was like, I think maybe 3 or 4 bunk beds, I think, in each little room. And we kept complaining because she smelled like ass. And we're like, oh. We like, she don't shower, fam. Like, she was not washing her ass. And it's like, normally, you don't get involved in people's shit. But it's like, we ain't here.
But y'all affected by it, so you got to.
Yeah, it's like, our room stank, bro. And it's like, little shit. You don't want to rat nobody out for taking shit out the lunchroom. Shit, everybody be sneaking cookies and little cake, whatever they take. Cool. Right. But it's like, you got ants and all kind of little shit in here. Like, bro, I don't want to wake up with nothing crawling in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we did. We used to have to complain on her. And I felt bad because that was basically the only time that I snitched during my entire, criminal stint. But that bitch had to go.
She smelled like ass. But hopefully Tekashi snitched, because if he don't, that motherfucker is going away for 25 plus a L.
But even if he snitched, what's the worst they gonna be? What's the best they can do for him? Put him in witness protection.
Witness protection, and he can never.
They say he was transferred to a witness facility, though.
But
is that true?
I don't know. I didn't know if that part was true or not. But even then, bro, he has a unique look. So even if they put his ass in witness protection, it's not like we not gonna know who he is.
I mean, you have to dye your hair. You can't be the rainbow hair kid.
He got facial tattoos. He has.
You gotta wear makeup when you go out. We gotta go outside.
Like, he can't be a normal kid ever again.
Tom,
know who
you look
he
like
is.
you feel sad for the nigga. This is the life you chose.
I'm not sad for the nigga.
Everybody want to be a gang member until some shit happened
and that's why I feel like he shouldn't be allowed to go to witness protection. You brung this shit up on yourself. You promoted this shit. You made money off this shit. You have records talking about this shit. You need to suffer.
Everybody want to be a gang member.
How do y'all feel? Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of shit be wasted, like resources and money for witness protection for certain things. It's like, if it's something where, somebody wasn't involved in this, I literally just saw you murk Tone. And I didn't have nothing to do with, like, I'm a bystander. Like, dog, I came in here to buy a Red Bull and he shot this old nigga in the face. I don't know what I just walked into type shit. That's different. Like,
you feel like you need witness protection?
No, I'm just saying, like, in those cases, like, I can get, why you're like, well, we need you to testify, but we understand why you're scared of something happening to you. But it's like, in a lot of cases, it's like, dog, you did dirt this whole motherfucking time. And now all of a sudden you're like, all right, well, I done had my run. So now I'm going to. And you done did all this dirt, and now you feel like, okay, well, I'm going to tell on people, can you give me a new life? Like, who's paying for this shit?
Like, that shit like that, I feel like that's not right. But they only do that because you have to give up everybody to do that shit. Because they don't, like, little low niggas who just been moving the weight across town. Like, you might be the main supplier from Milwaukee, but we don't want the main supplier from Milwaukee. We want nigga who doing the whole Midwest.
But this shit makes me want to go find a major drug dealer to tell on. Like, so wait a minute. You mean to tell me that I can get a whole new life? I can have a brand new credit score. I ain't gonna have no student loan debt. I ain't gonna have no motherfuckers calling my phone on Sundays talking about, hi, is this Tamika Dinkins? No, I'm sorry. You have the wrong number. I don't have to dodge private calls. I can answer 1-866 and 1-888 and 1-877 calls confidently because I know that they're not looking for me. I can have all of this shit laid out on the. I can start a whole new life and career. Like, I can go to school. I can do all this other kind of shit. All I got to do is tell on somebody, bro.
Okay. And
All I gotta do is tell on somebody.
That might work. But here's,
I won't be a felon no more because Tamika Dinkins is a felon.
Tamika Dinkins is dead.
You know, Bonita Applebaum ain't no felon.
All right, but here's the problem with that. This is what usually happens. If you did that and the Fed's like, sure, we'll go ahead and protect you and your family, the whole 9 yards. Your family is going to be the problem. The girl's going to want their old life back. Your mom's is going to want to continue to see the people and be a part of people's lives who she's always been a part of. And then they going to end up making some shit happen that you're going to get found out. And then whoever you snitched on, they're going to come for y'all.
You know, that always happens. It's always some little buckethead ass kid that can't get with the fucking program and feel like, I want to go back to Chicago with my friends. And then all of a sudden they on the random Greyhound and now all of a sudden they got the whole family trapped.
Yep, that's usually what happens.
So, but they ask you how many people you taking to WITSEC for you. I have no problem saying none.
So you just go. So what you telling me is you just gonna leave the family behind? Tamika Dinkins is dead. Wendy Applebottom, who now live in Nova Scotia, Canada.
Look, I'm gonna be in Thailand living my best motherfucking life. Nigga, I'm not even gonna be one of them motherfuckers that's still living in the States. I'm not gonna relocate to Florida. Why? Some Memorial Day weekend, somebody could recognize me and shit. No.
What Memorial Day?
Because motherfuckers don't know how to stay the fuck from down in Miami Memorial Day weekend. That's why.
That seems to be the spot to go.
I said Memorial Day weekend. I get spotted.
Just go to Dubai. Live with the blicky and the sticky.
No,
because then she gonna have to find somebody to marry because she can't fuck like she want to.
But see,
but she's getting a new life.
But
so.
see, and that in itself will probably be the last place that somebody would look for me if they know me. Oh, she ain't moving there. She ain't got no husband. She got to cover her titties, and she can't have sex and do all the shit that makes me. She can't do over in Dubai. That's the last place they go look for me.
So wouldn't you be unhappy in Dubai then?
Maybe.
Because that's what gets. That's another reason how people get exposed too. They be not happy with their life and they want to go do some shit, and then it'd be like.
Well, see, me, I feel like I've been grooming myself for WITSEC for a few years now. Because look at the large circle of friends that I had, and then look at where I am now. Look how isolated I am now. You motherfuckers damn near the only ones that see me on a regular basis, and that's only because we record on a weekly basis. Other than that, nobody sees me. I don't be on the scene like that no more, so I'm already used to being ducked off. Now, if I can go be ducked off and I can have this amazing credit score and I can have the house that I want, I don't need to leave. I don't need friends. You want to know why? Because I'm going to take this money that they gave me. I'm going to enjoy this relocation in this brand new fucking home that's built the way that I fucking want it. And it's furnished the way that I want it. And I'm going to enjoy my shit. And either the kids is going to get with the fucking program or they going to get left behind. Again, I have no problem saying 0. It's only me.
Are you at least gonna send things back for your niece for their birthdays?
No connections to no.
So you just done with us.
Look, hey, for all y'all know, I am Mimi Velli, okay?
Disney is approaching world domination.
Nigga.
Because next year, Disney plans to take over the motherfucking world.
Plans to? It's happening, bruh.
Yeah,
it's happening one movie at a time.
Cause the shit.
One way.
But you know what?
Another.
The only movie that I don't plan on seeing next year is Dumbo.
Nah, I don't either. I didn't even watch the cartoon.
I didn't fuck with Dumbo as a kid.
Yeah,
I don't even know the story. It seems fucking sad.
It's basically an elephant in the circle who figured out his ears are so fucking big he can fly. So he became the center of attention because of that.
You fucking lying to me.
Dog, that's about as serious as a heart attack.
Hey, shout out to the fact that Mulan getting.
Which I don't, because like all elephants got big ears. So what was the fucking significance? What was his ears being big?
Because he was a baby elephant, but his ears was like adult ears.
I know, but
so
I thought
he
he
had
got
more wind gusts under him.
But I thought he got bigger though. He never grew.
I don't think he ever grew for the movie. I think he was still a kid the whole time.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about this live action Lion King? Because the trailer did just drop.
I feel like it better not motherfucking disappoint me.
I don't think it will.
I feel like it should have all of the hype, like, because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Incredibles 2, was worth the fucking wait.
And that's why I don't think we're not going to have a problem, because this is probably like Disney's biggest movie ever. Lion King broke so many fucking Disney records,
Right.
that niggas still to this day force their kids, as they have them, to watch The Lion King.
So what?
Okay,
It was a great movie.
it was our Wakanda before Black Panther ever came out. Okay, but I think I'm not ready for this live action version of half this shit.
Why not?
Okay, so it was a meme about it, but the funny part is I actually felt that way too. When you do the death scene
Right.
of Mufasa, that shit gonna get to me.
Is it supposed to?
It does, because it got to me the first time. But now we finna see some real nigga shit, dog. Like, we finna see this little baby cub really cry, dog.
Oh, that's gonna break my heart.
That's what I'm talking about, dog. We finna see this real baby cub,
Hey,
dog.
but you know what's crazy though? Like, I remember at a random moment in my life, I was somewhere smoking weed, talking to somebody, and I was like, "Wouldn't it be dope if they had a live action Lion King movie?" And you know what motherfucker said to me? "Juan, you fucking tripping." And guess what we get next year, 2019?
Because technology can pull it off.
Live action.
Yeah,
Lion
because I
King.
mean, back then it's like you thinking of Seaford and Roy type shit, like motherfucker really finna train a tiger and do a
that
voiceover.
shit. Nah, we got the CG that shit. Look at the Jungle Book, the live action Jungle Book.
That kicked it off, didn't it?
Right, that's
that
what made
kicked it off.
that's what made niggas believe
Hey.
that this shit can go.
Then nigga was like, "Oh, okay, we were on to something."
Hey, fam who played little folks, pretty good actor. Because for you to be on screen by yourself with nothing, you gotta have some talent.
What are you talking about? Oh, you talking about little
Jungle Book, because
yeah,
I mean,
think about what you're talking
outside of him, everything is CGI.
about. Yeah,
So like, you really it's just you on the green screen.
that's what you call method acting, dog. You gotta
be good.
you gotta be in the moment.
But I like the fact that like I saw a clip. I think Complex put it on like their Instagram, that the trailer, if you pay attention, is shot for shot from what they did in the cartoon.
Yeah, it is.
So like that whole opening scene, that was fucking dope.
And I got to give him credit for that, because you know, in the cartoon, when he wipes the fruit on his head, obviously you see it.
Right.
But in the movie, if you pay attention, it looks like how you would really rub across an animal's head. So you see it there, but it's not like a big stupid glump.
Nah.
It looks real.
It threw me off at first because I was like, "What the?" I'm like, "What is?" Oh, that's right. And then it dawned on me what it was.
Right.
But I was like, "What the fuck is that on Simper forehead?" Like, it looked weird.
Right,
to me.
like-
Then I
like
realized,
you-
I'm like,
you-
"Oh, so they didn't already did the
Yeah, they did that part.
Yeah.
So I just want to know what Scar gonna look like. 'Cause
I'm gonna need Beyonce to not fuck this up for me.
I don't know, bro.
shout out to the fact that James Earl Jones is
probably
still
do.
doing the voice of Mufasa.
But you know what though? It's crazy because I saw that I'm like, so y'all brought James Earl Jones back to do Mufasa, but you couldn't bring Whoopi Goldberg in to be a hyena.
Maybe she didn't want to do it, dog. I feel you on that though. I feel like you do need
Say it again.
certain people.
And the original dude who plays Scar, I believe he's still living, but they didn't call him.
Maybe it was just they just didn't want to do it.
All I know is when Simba do, I can't wait to be king. I'm gonna be fucking geek.
See, that's the thing, because what was it, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, little dude from
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. He can't. It's a whole new dude now.
Well,
'cause
maybe they'll get Childish Gambino. To
He wasn't the
actually
one singing though.
he wasn't. He
Jason
wasn't.
Weaver.
Jason Weaver. Damn, that's a name I ain't heard in years.
He ain't doing shit with his life. Oh well, he's supposed to come back and reprise his role in ATL too. Whenever they get that shit moving.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he was doing, and it was funny because I was on one of my Facebook friends' status, and they didn't realize, they thought that Jason Weaver was Simba the whole. So I was like, no. I said, I'm pretty sure. I said, I think he only did when it came to sing. I
Yep.
said, because Jonathan Taylor Thomas was young Simba, because what Matthew Broderick was adult Simba.
So I don't know who's playing young Simba, but they said Childish Gambino was supposed to play adult Simba.
I can live with that. 'Cause
Well, I did hear that one of the greatest songs from Lion King will not be featured in this film, and I was so angry.
Which one?
Nigga, Scar, Be Prepared. How do you have
Dog, how
Lion
you
King
not-
without Be Prepared?
dog, you need that. Like, dog,
Nigga,
that-
when they did the breakdown with the drums, that like they got their shit off.
is it confirmed that the song is not in there?
So I was seeing a lot of reports on it. I haven't confirmed it yet because I was napping.
It's over. Redo the movie. Cancel it.
Nah.
But you can't do Lion King without being prepared.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be in there, dog.
See, look, this is why I can't open my phone around people.
Goddamn right.
Mufasa.
Okay, so
Sing it.
Lion King definitely is the one we did not expect, but we're definitely happy that it's coming out. Other movies that that dropped, of course, Mimi's all-time favorite movie, Aladdin. So are you ready for a live-action version of this movie?
I just need to know who's playing Aladdin. Because like all I feel like is they really been hyping Will Smith as the genie. So we don't know who's Jafar. We don't know
Because we
who's
can't get Robin Williams, dog. This is one of the moments I wish he was still here because I felt like he has to be the genie. Even if you CGI him, it has to be him. But we can't get him because he's no longer with us.
I think
That would be so sad.
I don't have a problem with Will Smith.
Will can get a little wild, so I can roll with
I
it.
just want people to like.
Why we couldn't get Shaq to do it? He plays Shazam.
Oh my god, that movie was fucking. Shaq is.
I'm mad you even brought him up
As
right
great
now.
as Shaq
That was
is,
funny.
Shaq has done a lot of shit that he shouldn't have done.
That nigga was like a cop. He just
was
thought
young.
he
He
went
had
all across
to.
the board. See, Shaq is living his best
Life.
and that is exactly what I would be doing in WITSEC. I would be a police officer. I would be a lot of shit.
So you just
Nigga, you giving me a new identity? I'm finna juice this shit.
terrible human beings. All right, so my only thing for Aladdin, and this is just me personally lately, is if you're gonna do Aladdin and it's a Middle Eastern movie, give me some Middle Eastern people. Like, I don't want to have like a white person playing Aladdin because he was nowhere near white.
He gonna be light skinned.
And definitely Jasmine can. If you're gonna be a
Hey,
princess,
so I want
you can't
Hollywood
be
to
white.
know that whoever you cast for Aladdin, don't make it like Matt Damon like you did for the fucking Great Wall. Okay, don't do that.
That's basically what I'm saying. Don't put white people in shit.
how
You
they-
know white people shouldn't
And you
be
make
in.
a whole movie about Egypt with just nothing but white people.
Dog, that's what started all this shit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Tom Cruise will be Aladdin, and white people will love it.
No, I need
I need authenticity.
Hey, why don't we get Lil Dog from
Aziz.
yeah.
I can't have Aziz.
Hey, he funny.
Yeah.
He funny.
He can sell it,
But
man.
dog, he can't be serious to save his life.
How do you feel about live action Mulan?
I can see that because after watching Crazy Rich Asian, there is a demand for an Asian movie, so I can see Mulan. See, the thing about it is,
honestly, I feel like they would have the easiest time because them
Facts.
motherfuckers be knowing how to do all that shit in real life anyway.
facts, because all you doing is just go over there in China and get a bunch of Chinese actors, make Jackie Chan play the dad of Mulan, or at least the general, put Jet Li as the general, Jackie Chan as the dad,
Now, for the record, I've never actually watched Mulan.
and
I haven't either.
I have. Matter of fact, you
I
can,
just know that they always good with swords and sticks and shit.
Terrible.
So no matter what, they would be fine.
all this is going to be Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon all over again.
Like I've never watched Pocahontas, but I do feel like a live action
that was my
Pocahontas
shit.
is coming. So
I mean, basically, Disney now is in position where all their classics can be made real. You don't even have to follow the true storyline for a lot of them. Look what they did with Maleficent. That was the story of what, Snow White?
yeah,
And they just flipped it.
And they coming out with another one next year too.
Yeah, so they just
Yeah,
flipped that and it
yeah,
came out
I saw that.
great. Like, you made a villain
Okay.
basically a hero.
Now, Beauty and the Beast was on point.
See, I didn't watch it, but I heard good things about it.
It was as far as like with the storyline. It
Yeah.
was
All right, one last movie before we roll up out of here. I seen this coming, but I didn't see it coming, which was Toy Story 4.
I've been saying I wanted another Toy Story.
my lines are blurred on Toy Story. Like I can't. The only one that I know for a fact what it is and what happened is Toy Story 1. I always mix up the other ones. I'm like, when the
Okay.
fuck did Andy go to college? Where did the cowgirl come from? Okay,
Right.
when did Buzz like?
Okay,
They
so
introduced Jesse in 2.
yeah, so basically one was, of course, when he got Buzz for the first time, and
Right.
we realized, like, nigga, you a toy. Okay. The second one was Woody got stolen by the local Toys R Us dude to be added to a collection that he was gonna sell to Japan and get buku money for.
And that's when they introduced
Jesse
and
the horse, right? And the third one was Andy grew up.
Yeah, the third one,
And
Andy's going to college.
He's going to college.
And that's when he gave his box of toys to the little
Yeah,
girl.
it's a little girl. So the way they ended that one, you kind of knew there was going to be a new movie because they did do like a little 30-minute short that had them basically playing with the little girl.
So, wait. So was 3 the one where they ended up in that daycare center?
Yep, 3 was in the daycare center.
And the bad guy was a Care Bear.
Yeah, a fucking Care Bear.
Lots
Yeah,
of love or some shit. Lots of.
Yeah, lots of love. That's what's his name. And that's when they fucking flipped Buzz and switched to Spanish.
Oh man, Spanish Buzz had me fucking dying.
Spanish Buzz was on his shit.
Hey, that bear was on some bullshit. Like, he sent them motherfuckers straight off. Like, oh yeah, you gonna love it here. You blah blah blah.
Fact.
No, you sent them motherfuckers straight off.
Like, nigga, you finna go into Gen Pop now.
I mean, I'm here for Toy Story 4.
Okay, so did you hear what the plot line for 4 is, right?
I did not hear.
So the plot line for 4 is Buzz wants Woody to be happy because Woody's alone. So they're out on this mission to go find Bo Peep.
I can get with that.
Yeah. So they're going because if you look at the end of 3, everybody was paired up but Woody in one way or another.
I assume Woody was fucking Bo Peep in 1.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Something between then and now, they no longer have Bo Peep. So they're going to go find a new Bo Peep for Woody.
I will hope they find the same Bo Peep. But
See, but that was the cool trick to it because they never said what happened to Bo Peep. They just said that she grew up.
I can get. Is Tim Allen coming back to be Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah, you know they got to, the both of them, because in the preview, Key and Peele are 2 toys at a carnival.
I saw that
geeking about this new movie with them 2 niggas walking in.
I saw that.
So they reprise and they roll. So definitely, I'm kind of geek for Toy Story 4. I hope they start a new trilogy with it and not like, okay, here's a movie, that's it. I want them to like.
Well, I think this will be
shit.
I think this will be the end of Toy Story, but they could start something new.
I think they should start something new.
But I don't think you should call it Toy Story. You have to give it a new name.
True. All right, so I said that was the last one, but I forgot completely about that these 2 movies are also part of Disney.
Must be Marvel.
Yep, the Marvel series. I watched Venom for the first time last night.
I did not hear good reports about that.
Okay, so here's the thing about Venom. Without giving the movie away, if you are a comic fan and you know Venom's origin, you're not going to like it.
Right.
If you want a good action movie, you'll love it.
And that's Tom Hardy, that nigga.
Yeah, Tom Hardy sold the fuck out of Eddie Brock, and the way they did Venom and his connection to him, perfect.
Well, I did see, like, from the preview that was shown, like, you know how they throw like a little clip in there with the little caption over it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, they right. They was like, man, they had this big ass budget for this movie just for him to use a Snapchat filter. And I was like, damn, that did really look like when he went to the door to ask dude to cut his music down. I was like, damn, that really did look like it was just a simple ass Snapchat filter that they put on him.
Right. No, they played that. They explained how that actually works. So, without giving away anything, whenever Eddie looks into a mirror or into a window, when he's connected to Venom, he sees Venom. He doesn't see himself. So that's what that was supposed to be. But the story is simple. It's the only thing that they did was they completely took out Venom's connection to Spider-Man. They took it out. So they wrote everything starts the same. He still came here the same way he did. It's just instead of it going to Spider-Man first and then going to Eddie and Eddie having a hate for Peter because Peter's the reason why he lost his job, they just wrote him out all together.
So they just kind of told the story from the symbiote?
Yeah. So like, I'm here. This is why we're here. This is what they tried to do.
I'm so proud of my word.
And basically Eddie got
like, why wouldn't I know that word?
Eddie got the symbiote the same way Eddie got it to begin with, and boom, we're off to running. Like they did not fuck around with the action.
So in so many words, Sony got it right.
They got it right to please casual viewers, so you can tell they're creating their own world now.
Yeah. I mean, my biggest thing, like, I wasn't yay or nay on the movie. I just wanted to know what the end credit scene was, which I pretty much kind of figured it out once they told me Woody Harrelson was going to be in the movie. I kind of knew who he was going to be.
This nigga, man.
This nigga Woody. No, but
so I kind of knew who he was going to play.
But
I just didn't know when they was going to show him.
I knew when they created the villain for this one wasn't who we thought it should be. I knew that they were going to introduce him in another way. Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to Riot though.
Yeah. And I like how Venom was like, hey, you know, everything I do, he can do it. He can do it better. He got shit you ain't never seen. And then he tried to fuck him up. It's like, see, told you he could do shit I can't do. But something happened in this movie that really made reality slap me was the Stan Lee cameo.
Oh, the fact that he's dead.
Yeah, like the Stan Lee cameo was simplistic in this one. It's probably one of his most simplest cameos ever. But realization just hit me, dog. Like Captain Marvel in Infinity Wars 2 will be the last time we see...
Possibly Spider-Man.
Yeah, possibly Spider-Man. The last time we see like a legitimate cameo from this dude.
Well, they said he filmed a lot of shit because he kind of knew his health was declining and he knew he was on his way out. So we had to see what they do with this footage.
Yeah.
Because they said he filmed a lot of shit, so he could possibly still be...
That's what I was thinking that.
movies.
I'm like, he was older. They knew what was, you know. So I feel like they prepared. Basically how I talked about how I was going to prepare for when I die and we going to have all these sound bites. I feel like that's what he did.
They may have, because a lot of his cameos really didn't have anything directly tied to anything, with the exception of the Fantastic Four one,
right?
Where he physically tried to go to the wedding.
Yeah,
but other than that, his other cameos, he's just there, like bus driver, DJ, walking the dog.
The heartbreaking part about him dying is the fact that they said, I don't know if it's true, but they said that they were trying to get a final cut of the movie edited and broke down so they could show him the final version of part 2. But the day before that they could show it to him, he passed.
Yeah.
That's the heartbreaking part.
He was nice. But you know what? I think I'm more geek for the fact that you got to think about it. Dog started as a dude who was just writing some shit to entertain himself. And it grew into what it is.
It's too much back to back. Like, we lost Stan.
Yeah.
This year, you know, towards the end of the year. And it's like, now we already know what's coming. So it's like, damn, man. So we losing Stan, Cap, Iron Man, like everybody. We couldn't space this shit out.
They come in threes, man. They come in threes.
Def coming. I'd be shocked if Captain really died.
Well, you gotta understand, like,
I mean, them tweets he sent out, we definitely know this is his last movie.
Well, you know how they try to backtrack. He like, well, I think that I incorrectly, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't saying this. Like, the PR got on your ass. Like, no, baby, what is you doing?
No, but when you think about it, though, the Captain America character, he does die.
But he was supposed to die in Civil War, though, right?
Well, if they wrote Civil War like they were supposed to.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, we know how they will change things.
That's a whole nother fucking movie.
Yeah,
like the main nigga who's supposed to kill him got off at the very first 5 minutes of the movie.
I'm like, in the comic, Crossbones off that nigga. And they killed Crossbones.
Like, they off that nigga ASAP. It's like, nope, this is not the same movie. Just get this nigga out of here. But my friend was like, no, they did a Civil War. That's just like 5 niggas fighting in the parking lot.
That's what it was.
That was a bar brawl. But I mean, they could do anything. It's the MCU. Like we just said, they fucking changed the whole fucking theme of the movie because they killed one dude. So for all we know, Cap might actually get vaporized, and
I mean,
he might sacrifice himself to make sure Thanos is dead.
Well, Hawkeye gotta still be here.
He here,
even though we didn't see him, because they did make it a point to say, "Hey, you notice all the original Avengers team survived the snap."
Yeah. I think he showed up in some of the previews of when they supposed to time jump or whatnot.
I think they killed. I think Hawkeye family disappeared.
Yeah, that would work for me.
Yeah, because apparently he's supposed to be this other character.
Yeah,
so he gonna snap out and do some bullshit.
I mean, I wouldn't be. I mean, as a dad myself, I would fucking probably snap out too if my family just fucking disintegrated in front of me.
Yeah, man.
Like, cause it didn't. I'm not gonna lie. Like at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, it took me a second to realize what happened. Cause when he like, come on guys, quit playing, blah blah blah. Y'all told me don't play around here. Cut the shit. And then when they go out there and you see the shit, like it didn't dawn. I was like, now who the fuck they fighting? Like who done snatched? Wait a minute. And then it dawned on me like, hold on, man. Like that's the, that's the cigarette ashes and shit. Maybe them Truth commercials when they was smoking and shit, the motherfuckers was disappearing. But yeah, so then it dawned on me.
Now I kind of want to know what the end scene is for Captain Marvel. Like, do they speed it up where they show Sam disappearing again, but they show her actually getting the page?
It has to be.
Like, they got to show her getting the page on the other end.
I really, 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 really can't wait to see that because it's going to be so nostalgic.
And I think
I don't see Captain Marvel fucking with Wonder Woman though.
Like, nigga, when I saw the Blockbuster video, I'm like, oh my God.
My only issue with Captain Marvel is she is that chick, but Rogue absorbs you.
Rogue doesn't count in this universe, my guy. Not yet, at least.
Oh, speaking of that, so are you ready for this Dark Phoenix movie?
Oh wait, Stan Lee might have a cameo.
It got pushed back again.
Did it?
That should have been out.
It should be out now. Yeah, it should be out now.
But they
gonna do that 2019 too.
Right.
Yep.
I thought that had a February date.
Yep, they pushed it back because it was supposed to drop this month because I was gonna take the girls.
All right.
Last time I saw Dark Phoenix had a February date.
Well,
yeah.
We ain't did it all episode. Let's do it.
Google.
Power of Google. All right, so yeah, looking that up, the Dark Phoenix got moved back to June 7th. So I guess they trying to make their last hoorah a summer blockbuster.
Oh, that's gonna be a fail.
I mean, it depends on what's coming out during that time. I think a lot of people will probably go out and watch it just because it's a superhero movie.
Well, that's my birthday, so
yeah, it's around Mimi's birthday. It's around about when most kids are getting out of school. You're behind the hype of Infinity War, so that's the safest thing right there.
What? Okay, what got moved?
What?
When Infinity War came out, what did they move?
The first time?
Nothing. They moved Infinity War.
You talking about the first one?
So they moved Infinity War because of Deadpool, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, Deadpool was definitely gonna get my money first. Only because
because I know it was two things that was like, we gonna do this instead.
Yeah.
Because Black Panther had already been.
Yeah, they moved that up because initially that was supposed to be where they moved Infinity War to, but then they got smart. It was like, oh shit, we got an all-black movie coming out. Put it in Black History Month.
No, that's what it was. It wasn't Deadpool. It was Black Panther.
Yeah, because they moved it. I thought they moved it because of it, but I know that Black Panther definitely got moved up to Black History Month.
No, they ended up moving Infinity War up because I remember we was saying like, oh, they trying to take our buzz because it's all Marvel, but they're like, all right, these niggas getting a little bit too hyped now. We need the whole crew in here. But it's like Black Panther was still in that. So, we were still like, fuck y'all, we still getting our shit off, bitch. We eating regardless.
Wakanda forever.
Unless you
this is no place to die.
Right.
Unless you Vondas, that nigga shreds dog daily.
That nigga find a new reason to hate Black Panther every day.
He hate the Falcon so much, that nigga said, I'm sick of him in his lead dungarees.
Well, he gonna be your next Cap. So
he might wear lead dungarees. You'll never know.
I'm just mad at Anthony Mackie, period, because dog be taking some of the most off-the-wall roles.
Yeah, he was in a lot of bad movies, but now he's a Marvel character.
That don't mean he still ain't gonna do bad movies.
Well, let's hope not.
I just hope he don't do as many. Like, you got clout now. You can actually sit back and say no to a script, dog.
Ain't nothing wrong with bad movies.
It's a lot wrong with bad movies, like this one Keke Palmer just did, where she a pimp.
What?
Yeah, dog, it's bad.
Well, that's another one for Lil Mama, like a stripper or a hoe.
I think that's the movie where she's supposed to have been playing the role of the chick who told the story on Twitter.
I don't know, but
is this on Netflix?
I don't know. I can't remember where it is.
No, it was on TV. I don't know if it was like a Lifetime or OWN, Oprah Network. It was on something because Marv's mom was watching it. It looked like it was good. But
it's a good movie because I remember seeing it, but it's based on a true story, and I forgot what the story is.
Because the last
dog
time
was beating her ass.
Last time I seen Keke Palmer in a movie,
she was spelling shit, wasn't she?
Nah, Quincy Jones, not Quincy. What's his name?
When Love Kills.
What the fuck is
that's the name of that
I'll
movie?
Be Sure Outside Now.
Oh, Quincy.
Yeah. Quincy Combs. He was in the movie, and he shot her brother.
You talking about that brotherly love? Yeah.
And Lil JJ was riding around with a pistol.
Yeah.
This movie's all fucked up.
Cause somebody else is in that movie.
Lil Romeo.
Besides that nigga, it's a female. She got like a small camera. Was it Melissa Ford?
No,
it's somebody else.
What's the name
Oh
of that
man,
movie?
whatever happened to her?
She got a podcast now. It's actually syndicated on Tone Deaf Radio. What the fuck?
I'm not listening.
Uncensored and Locked.
I'm not listening to Melissa Ford.
She don't do most of the talk. No.
She sucked dick to get to the Grammy Award.
She tells a lot. It's not a bad show.
Like Superhead. Now, if Superhead had a podcast, I might listen to that.
No, because all she do is talk about that nigga dig big, that nigga dig little. Yeah, When Love Kills is the name of the movie that Lil Mama was in. The Felicia Blakely story.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Hey, but speaking of movies, I went to go see Tyler Perry's new movie.
Which one?
Nobody's Fool.
How was it?
It was decent. It was nothing to go.
That was Tyler Perry?
Yeah, it's a Tyler Perry flick.
It's a terror.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I knew that.
Yeah. Well, this Pimp movie with Keke Palmer and is a Lee Daniels movie.
Oh man, he's
That's
gay.
the Empire nigga, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's the gay nigga.
Now here's the funny part though.
That's the nigga that owed Dame Dash $2 million.
No. But here's the thing about this movie though. DMX is her dad,
He's smoking hella crack in this movie.
and I cannot think of this lady's name, but she's been in like a lot of old hood movies. It's her mom, but it's bad, dog.
I just want to know how you owe a nigga $2 million. Like, it's nothing.
You loan somebody money to get a business started, and you don't pay them their ROI.
Bro, I couldn't sleep at night if I owed a nigga $2 million.
He probably didn't care. He probably planned on finessing Dame. Or he might have some dirt on Dame, and he's like, if he tries to, extort me, I got some shit for him.
I haven't seen you in forever. You remember 012? Your hair was brown.
I remember. Honey, I was in a completely different space back then.
Nah, it's nice now. I like it. You always did like to switch it up.
I can move if you want.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was wilding back then. You remember Larry?
No, Larry.
Yeah, Larry. He used to come around with Kevin. He went to Southwest.
I think so. I remember Kevin. He was loud.
Larry came with us to the movies that time. I know you remember the movies. We used to get freaky in there all the time. Remember that?
Quiet.
Oh, don't act, girl. You know we used to get it in. Yeah, where you stay at now? Yeah, man, what's your problem, man?
No problem. I said I can move if you want.
I ain't ask you to move, nigga. I'm trying to talk to my girl. You acting all weird and shit.
Yo, girl.
Yeah, man. Yo, this is my ex, Lisa, man. We used to talk back after my mom's kicked me out the house, you know.
My nigga, that's a man.
What? No, man, this is my ex.
Your ex-girlfriend a man. Why you think she in jail with the men? She'd be on the other side. Nigga, you gay.
Nah, I mean, she... So you think I'm gay?
No, I
This
don't.
nigga gay as hell.
Shut the hell up, man. Y'all niggas is tripping. I ain't gay. Y'all niggas fuck guys up in here anyway, man.
No, that ain't gay. That's just jail. You was on the outside fucking booty holes.
Sexuality is a spectrum. You can really do whatever you want.
Nah, that boy gay as hell.
I'm gonna stab your whole ass when we get upstairs to themselves, man. Nigga, sit down.
Johnny, calm down.
Everyone get you the fuck up now! I know what y'all think she is, but I ain't on that faggot shit, man.
Niggas get extorted all the time. Like Dwight Howard, for an example.
Is he really getting extorted?
Well, let's look at the situation.
Because it sounds like he just getting fucked.
Well, he definitely getting fucked, unfortunately.
I couldn't be 6'11" with broad ass shoulders, laying on my stomach, catching pipe.
Oh my God.
Pause if needed.
That visual was horrible.
He just made it worse. Like,
I couldn't do it, fam.
that's terrible. All right. So for those of you guys who don't know what the situation is with Dwight Howard, recently it just got exposed
And
that
this is all Nick Cannon fault too.
First of all, how are you gonna blame it on Nick Cannon?
It happened on Wild 'N Out, and it's Nick Cannon show.
So that's not his fault.
It is Nick Cannon presents Wild 'N Out.
Okay, so didn't nobody tell them two to go in the corner and have a conversation?
He could have stopped it.
Well, how did he know? Maybe he was busy. Maybe he wasn't around. Maybe they did it secretly. You know, most niggas do shit secretly these day and age. Then being the fact that it's a tranny, I don't think most famous niggas are just out here talking to trannies just cuz. They usually do it secretly.
Apparently he is.
They usually do it secretly.
I have not seen one Dwight Howard post to say, nah, bro, this ain't true.
I'm not saying that it is, but let's break down what the situation is. All right, so Dwight Howard is facing some pretty explosive allegations from a Twitter user by the name of Masson Elijah. According to Masson, he and Dwight began a sexual relationship after meeting on the set of Wild 'N Out.
His name is what?
Masson. A-M-A-S-I-N.
So you choose to let a nigga named Masson fuck you.
Maybe it's Mason, but spelled a really
You know what? They black.
unconventional way.
They black, so it could be Mason.
Oh, so you let a nigga named Mason hit you from the back.
All right.
These niggas.
So Masons are pretty strong. Like as a trade.
So if you
like Anthony Mason.
So if you sleep with somebody named Mason and you don't have to spend anything, does that make them a Freemason?
Shut up, Tom.
Yeah, okay.
That is a terrible dad
I'm probably
joke.
gonna get killed by a Freemason for that joke.
Are you warming up for Dad Jokes Unlimited?
Yeah, I am. All right. So here's the whole entire story. This is coming from Mason directly. I was afraid to speak, but today my life was threatened after I was sexually harassed, threatened, and manipulated by someone I respected. My ex-boyfriend, NBA player Dwight Howard, and his camp. Also catfished by his disrespectful ass pastor. Okay. Right there alone, I got questions.
Oh, you got your church involved?
Let's continue with the story. Before we start, I just need to say that this is really about his team and his crooked pastor threatening my life over an unsigned NDA. And he has been trying to intimidate me into taking hush money for what they did to me. Okay? If you don't know what an NDA, that's a non-disclosure agreement, basically meaning that if you sign this paper, you cannot talk about anything that's associated with this contract you're signing. So basically, if this person signed it, they cannot talk about their relationship with Dwight Howard. All right? I met Dwight a while back at Wild 'N Out, to be exact. We made eye contact, and a week later, he was in my DMs. That's how it's not Nick Cannon's fault. Because at Wild 'N Out, all they did was make eye contact, and Dwight jumped in his inbox. Not Nick Cannon's fault. Okay? I'm used to dealing with celebrities, so I automatically told him, hit me from his fake page so our conversation wouldn't get leaked. And I mean, he is a legend. Okay?
No, you're not. Dwight Howard, trash.
Niggas, you know who Dwight Howard is if you've seen him, and you know who Dwight Howard is if you heard the name. So technically, to a local person, that's kind of a legend. That's like saying if Giannis pulled up on Mimi.
Giannis.
See, even worse.
Why you can't say his name?
Because he's not American.
Giannis.
Okay.
Say it. Giannis.
No.
Say it, Tom.
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis.
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
Oh,
either way it goes.
Just the Giannis. Like, come on, fam. Don't butcher my nigga name like that.
I mean, he gets money. But that's just like saying if Antetokounmpo pulled up on Mimi, Mimi's not going to be like, I don't know who you are. She going to know who he is.
I don't know, bro. She don't watch basketball.
She was just at a damn game the other day.
I don't mean she gave a fuck about what was going on.
If somebody said, that's that Bucks player.
Did you know who the Bucks were playing yesterday?
When I got there.
I mean, but did you know anybody on the Spurs?
I knew a name. I didn't know the face, though. But that's only because I always be messing with Dog, calling him gay. So I told him that I was going to buy him a Spurs 22 jersey just because his last name was Gay. So I don't know if that counts.
That counts.
She don't know who the
I don't
fuck
know who
Rudy
he was,
Gay
though.
is.
Give her a pass. It's not like she.
Rudy?
Yeah, his first name's Rudy.
It was Rudy Gay. So now you know who Rudy Gay is. Okay, maybe so let's roll this. Now that you know who Rudy Gay is, okay, and all of a sudden You just seen he happened to shoot his shot.
I think his name really Rudy, or is that a nickname?
No, that's his real name. His real name is Rudy.
Rudygay, Rudy. Yeah.
Not even with an E at the end. At least Marvin threw an E at the end of his.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, if you seen he dove into your DMs, would you give him conversation?
Well, it's not that. It's just it depends on what they say to me.
Damn, you so difficult for no reason.
No, I'm saying.
I know you are. I know what you're saying.
Because I don't know who the fuck this person is, first of all.
Okay, what's an NBA player besides LeBron James that you know who they are?
Like that's relevant right now?
It's just anybody. Let's roll with it.
I know who Carmelo Anthony is.
Okay, fuck it. Perfect dude. Because he a cheating ass nigga anyway.
He unemployed though. Like he ain't got no time.
It doesn't matter, but you know who he is.
How about we use Derrick Rose since he was close being, with Chicago.
Cool.
I know he's not there no more, but that's more of a...
And he still has a job.
We can roll with that. Okay.
Employed.
So Derrick Rose...
He like my age range.
Yeah, that's true too.
Okay. So Derrick Rose dives in your DM because he happened to see you one time in Chicago at the all-black party. You gonna give him some time?
Well, I like Derrick Rose before then. So maybe
even better. So you know who he is. You know who his status is. You know that dealing with him is gonna bring a level of notoriety that you being the shy woman you are, you might not want. So you gonna want to keep that on the DL, right?
About him DMing me?
No, y'all two going beyond the DM part, because that's what happens. It started off as a DM. And it turned into something else.
No, because I'm like, y'all know Corey Holcomb used to try to snip this on Twitter in my DMs.
All right, so let's go. Let's keep going here.
I never went.
I'm just saying.
Because, celebrity status is not a big deal to me. It's, I didn't feel him as a person.
Damn, how is a famous person you get shot down by a commoner? Like, how does that hurt your pride?
Yeah,
apparently it's hurting Dwight more than just his pride.
It hurts a lot. All right, continue. Conversations started escalating to nudes being sent. Oh
my God.
Escalating to me blowing his mind and him calling me every night on Instagram video chat.
Showed him that rusty tank.
Shut up, Juan.
I'm just saying, bro.
Shut up, Juan. Let me finish this story. Okay.
How is a nigga do another nigga see you nudes, bro? That's nasty.
Like, dog, what enjoyment? You know what? He's a trend.
Did they do the same poses?
I don't know.
With the ass on the sink?
No, I'm just... No, do they try to one up each other? Like, okay, say Dwight sent a picture of his dick next to the remote. Did the other one grab like an air freshener can, and did they just try to compete?
I don't want to know.
So many questions.
So many questions. Not enough time.
Or then it's like, because both of y'all had dicks, do you like, my dick is bigger than yours? Like, how do you, I don't know. Like, do you get kind of salty when they send you a nude back and they dick bigger than yours?
We need someone gay on the air with us one day. So Mimi can just ask her gay questions.
No, because all the ones that I know do too much and not go stay on, like...
Right.
They go way left. So it's like, I will literally have to bring them in.
They're gonna share too much?
No, it's not even just that, but it's like, I will have to bring them in for whatever questions and then kick them the fuck out, and then you edit it into my actual show. Like, they couldn't be here for the full recording of the show because they go annoy me on everything else, not doing too much.
So basically bring them in for a Q&A and then send them on their way.
Exactly.
All right. He was fine, 6'11",
queer
goofy,
and answer session.
Queer. I hate you, dog. Let me finish reading.
That response has no reflection of the Death Fresh show.
Not at all.
We do not hate the homophobic community.
We don't.
I'm surrounded by him. I am.
Homophobes?
No, gay people.
Oh.
Like, I knew people was gay before they knew that they was gay.
It's always that.
So then when they felt like they was getting this huge weight off their chest coming out. I'm like, fam, I've been knowing you was gay for like 6 years.
But
we was
isn't it
just
like,
waiting on you to feel comfortable enough to tell us.
But isn't it like that for every gay person? You know that they're gay.
All the ones that I know, I knew they was gay way before.
Prime example.
Yeah, because when Chris decided
I
to
was like, come out, we was like, nigga.
He was like, I'm gay. It was like, nigga,
we been
know.
knew that. We told you was gay when
Like,
we went to BCW.
Like, did you just figure this out, or you just coming on board? Because we've been sitting on this boat for a while now, waiting on you to just finally take off and steer.
I think it wasn't the fact that him coming out being gay what really got the shock of it.
Tube socks and Reeboks.
It was him coming out being in an abusive gay relationship that I think was more shocking. Like, nigga, you too big to be getting abused.
When two niggas beating on each other, is it abuse or is that just like a fist fight?
I don't know anymore, bro.
But anyway, continue the story.
All right. Very charming, no wife, never been married, so of course I was interested. I kept it real with him and he kept it real with me about everything except one thing.
Bro, that tranny don't even look feminine.
Not at all, dog.
She looked like a nigga.
That just looked like a nigga who put on Mimi wig.
They could have been brothers.
Woo! Wig talk. We'll say that for Socially Awkward.
I'm just saying. Fast forward. I'm finally face to face with Dwight. And after that day,
a new segment?
Nah, she just got something to say. And after that day, from my understanding, we had an understanding. So I guess from that point in time, they agreed that like we fucking.
Or he
it is, or in the words of Roscoe, it is what it is until it isn't.
Nah, you can't use that in that situation.
Oh, it is because there's no title. Clearly, there's no title here.
Right.
So I'll just upload the screen recordings here just in case his team decides to lie. Ain't no girl gonna ask you this. I don't even want to know what that is. All right. So I find out that he's basically sleeping with someone else, and here's how it went. I thought my good sister was a prostitute. But as my friend, I took a deeper look into her page, and she actually hosts transgender sex parties that Dwight, allegedly, often attends. So, yes.
Hey, I had to Google real quick. I'm sorry. Because I wanted to see the picture of the person. And, you know, it shows, like, the most recent tweets regarding.
Yeah.
And somebody said, my car just got rear-ended like Dwight Howard. I'm sorry. Continue.
You know what? Scroll through those. And we'll go ahead and do tweets afterwards, or comments, reaction tweets.
Actually, it's a lot of people that are like, they're being very supportive.
Yeah, because it's not a bad. Once I finish the story, you'll see why. It's not
like
the problem is not Dwight.
When somebody wrote it in somebody's group this morning, it was like, "Oh, Dwight Howard got caught fucking a tranny." I'm like, I ain't mad that he out here fucking niggas. I'm mad that this nigga 6'11" it can't score fucking 30 points a night. You fucking bum, you trash.
Maybe he needs to fuck trannies to get his game right. I don't know, bro. I'm not. All right. So this is how the damn conversation went.
They having a lot of problems in Washington. They trying to trade that whole motherfucking team. And this is only adding fuel to the fire. They're trying to get rid of everybody in this motherfucker.
Well, now there's definitely a reason to get rid of it.
They trying to start new.
Okay, so let me finish this damn story, dog. Shit. So this is how the damn conversation went. Typically, guys lying. I didn't mind cheating. You were allegedly at the transgender party, sticking your penis in everyone raw. Okay, Magic Johnson 2.0 with amnesia.
So he fucking niggas raw?
My relationship with Dwight is pretty much was over in my eyes, especially after he threatened to beat the shit out of me. And of course, my mouthy threatened him back and said harsh things. So this is where the story begins. So one day I started getting private calls. I was told that it was Dwight. I entertained a couple of conversations, but turned out it was not Dwight. I began to be stalked and harassed by this person for days. They even called from Russia. So I decided to download an app called Trap Call, which tells you who's calling you private, and come to find out it was Dwight Howard's goddamn pastor, Calvin Simmons, allegedly. So girls, this is our good homophobic sister, Miss Calvin Simmons, allegedly, posted the phone number. Calvin works for Dwight, and Calvin begun to get irate, disrespectful, and homophobic as I continued to deny his hush money and said I wasn't signing an NDA. He tried to insult my intelligence, telling me Dwight doesn't know me and I never spoke to Dwight, despite me meeting him. Allegedly, Calvin and Dwight's camp began to tell me things like, we know where you're at, we were watching you, we saw what building you came out of, and even went as deep as telling me to go find a new residency. So at this point, I'm afraid for my life. I'm panicking. I'm having anxiety attacks for a whole week, and I was bullied by Dwight's team, and Dwight stood there and allowed his team to harass me, and I became a faggot in a wig, when Dwight is a 6'11" bottom.
Okay, so
Jesus Christ.
Now this just came in on Twitter 2 minutes ago, so it's very new. It is posted by user Wiz Kiddo. Says the Dwight Howard story is fake. Don't believe me. She did the same thing to Playboy Cardi, and since he had a butt injury, this was the perfect time for her/he. Check this out, and then they posted a screenshot of the alleged messages, and then it said, this is how a real DM looks like. This was posted on Instagram by culture.hoops. Says the transgender who put Dwight Howard on blast for cheating on her at transgender sex parties and sexually harassing her has been exposed, faking the same situation before. In 2017, she tried exposing Playboy Cardi for being gay, ended up getting exposed for faking the whole combo and situation. The DM she posted to Dwight Howard have also been exposed fake. Real Instagram DMs have a gray box around the message sent by the user. # justice for Dwight. See that there.
So this is interesting, people. We'll go ahead and we'll keep up on this.
You know what? I think this is totally real.
I think it is too.
And I say this because who the fuck is Dwight Howard to be exposing? Like, he ain't nobody. What you gonna gain exposing this nigga?
And the person said that the only reason why they were exposing was because of the threats. So if the threats wasn't happening, they would have kept it to themselves and just been hurt that their relationship ended with someone who they thought was pretty cool. And this person said that they've dealt with celebrities before. So
I'm afraid to be famous, bro.
Who you telling?
Like, I do this, man.
I fear for your safety.
It's scary, bro. Like, I don't want to be spotted in a grocery store talking to a motherfucker that look unsavory. Be all on the shade room. Yeah, we caught that nigga wine at aisle 3 talking to a motherfucker. Like, no.
Like, dog, you can't give nobody no direction.
He asked me where the chips was. The fuck?
Yeah, I'm just saying, dog.
So he went from he asked me where the chips was. Oh, they fucking.
So basically,
yeah, these DMs posted like this shit don't look legit. I'm looking at it.
And we do have Detective Mimi on the case. So,
and again, who the fuck is Dwight to be exposed?
So next week, when we do the next episode of the Death Fresh Show,
even if they ain't real, he probably still a 6'11" bottom. So it don't even matter.
All right. So what we'll do, people, is next week on Detective Mimi, we will go ahead and give you an update on whether or not this is real, this is not real, and whatever the case may be. I mean, love who you love, like what you like. But just don't go to transgender sex parties and not wear condoms, people. Just
cause you can't be fucking no dudes raw.
You can't be fucking raw, period. Not no sex party.
Don't go to a sex party without they supposed to have a bowl of condoms when you walk in.
That's the whole problem.
I feel like sex parties are supposed to be real sanitary.
That's what I'm saying.
That did sound sanitary.
Like when I went to the basketball game, it was a little white boy with a fucking mop thing going across the floor whenever they went back. I don't know. I just feel like it should be a motherfucker that's like on deck like that.
Somebody in the room with a mop cleaned up all the semen.
Just just going through and
scrubbing down.
Just really.
I mean, parties that I've been to in the Air Force were always safe sex or no sex.
Yeah, so we about to talk about this sex party thing on Harshly Awkward. Thanks.
All right, so with that being said, we have come to the end of the episode. I mean, tonight's episode was pretty long. We do apologize for that. But, we kind of had a little bit to talk about.
It's a couple weeks, man.
Well, you remember we dropped the Thanksgiving episode still.
No, y'all did, I'm saying, but it's been a couple weeks since we linked up.
Right, true. Yeah, true. So with that being said, make sure you check out all of our shows on Tone Deaf Radio. You can find us on Spreaker, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever else you listen to your podcast. Juan, take us out.
If you're going to go to a sex party, wear condoms. And like Tone said earlier, man, love who you love. I mean, don't be a 6'11" bottom, but it is what it is till it ain't.
With that being said, dog, we out.